ago, it was like this. 2 hours ago, it was like this. And now, it looks like this.
The reason sometimes there is water and sometimes there is not is because in this seaside town of West Kirby in Merseyside, the tide goes in and out. When it's out, it is like it is now. There is no water. And when it is in, it's like a normal beach. This is to do with gravitational forces exerted on the Earth by the moon.
That gives us 3 hours to get to Little Eye, Middle Eye and Hilbre Island before the tide comes rushing back in to try and drown us. Let's go.
So the first island is just there. That's Little Eye, that's Middle Eye, and then that's Hilbre Island. This is also a protected area for lots of rare bird species in the UK, so hopefully we can see some of them as well. So there are patches of the water where it just gets a bit wet and then all of a sudden you're back to a drier area. But as you can see, all the water doesn't completely disappear.
So there is one very, very important rule when heading to these 3 islands. Never cut straight across to the far one, Hilbre, because in this area here there is quicksand. So you've got to go straight to Little Eye and then all the way to Hilbre. We are approaching Little Eye now. It looks quite big actually. We have arrived at our first island, Little Eye. It looks a bit bigger than expected. It's also got some algae and moss going on it, which could mean that sometimes it goes underwater. First step to Little Eye. Here we are. Drier sand, so maybe that means it hasn't been underwater. I do not know. Here we go. The red rock on these islands is called sandstone. Wow, that is a mermaid's purse, a shark egg. Going to Middle Eye. The moss here is so slippery. And now we have pretty much a lake. Here I go. This is an amazing find. It is a common starfish. Now, although they're called common starfish, they're not actually commonly seen. It's just they have a very stable population. The reason they're not commonly seen is because they're only found 600 metres out at sea. So the only way you can find them is when the tide goes out and you can walk out to sea. common starfish. On the walk from Little Eye to Middle Eye, we start to see lots and lots of animals. This is mostly due to lots and lots of rock pools. There are about 100 seals just over there, which is actually in Wales. The camera will definitely not get close enough, but I did get a picture on my camera. We are approaching Middle Eye, the second biggest island, and it is a lot bigger. There are also hundreds of these sea snails. We have gotten to Middle Eye now, and it is absolutely massive, and all of the rocks have got green algae growing on them. Time to explore Middle Eye. Look at all this beautiful sandstone here. Cliffs are just beautiful. I've gone quite a long way down. Right, let's get to the top of the island. So there's a cave down there. That looks pretty. Definitely gonna go there. Let's get to the top of the island. And these little bits here. We're just leaving Middle Eye now, and as you can see back, it's final island. Compared to the other two islands, the terrain on Hilbre gets much, much more treacherous. This is our first sign of seeing some rare bird species. And believe me, we will. We have arrived at Hilbre Island. Let's go and explore around this place. It looks amazing. And I'll tell you one thing for sure. It is a lot taller than it may look on camera. Seen so many amazing animals out here on the three islands. So when we were just approaching midlife, we saw some seals in the beach. I think it's in Wales. We've seen loads of different rare bird species as well. And just down here, I don't know what we're going to find, but it looks pretty interesting, with like a abandoned lifeguard house or something, and some coves. Let's go. The seals, just there. Now, even though they're a long way away, you can definitely see that they are a massive group of them. I'm not really sure, to be honest. It's kind of halfway between England and Wales. I'll probably say they're in Wales. But you never know, within the next few hours they could end up right here. With the tide rushing back in, we've got to get to the end of the island and get back to the mainland. There are so many amazing birds. As I was saying earlier, this truly is a protected area for rare UK birds. When going to Hilbre, you have always got to be careful of the overhanging cliff edges, because you never know, they could crumble and you could fall. We're now going to the final part of the island, which is that lifeguard place I was talking about. I'm still not too sure what it is, but let's keep going. For the final part of this adventure, this house. I think this used to be an old lifeguard place. Doesn't lead anywhere, but you can see this here. They've closed all that off. This looks really old. I'd imagine they used to put a massive boat here and ready to go into the ocean. And and rescue people who probably got stuck trying to walk to the island. Well, what an amazing adventure it has been today, exploring Little Eye, Middle Eye and Hilbre Island. We're going to leave this beautiful island now. But wow, it has been so amazing. We've seen so many birds like swift and even some ducks here. We've seen some seals in the distance, starfish. We've even seen some fish. I don't think I filmed them, but it has been so good. Now let's head home.